Hello. I think we're live. Good morning, everyone. Back from a night's slumber and some shopping for food and other such things. Um, I got my coffee and water, and looks like everything's good so far. So let's start out with GIF. This is a very short but valuable GIF. It is a pair of goats, triplet of goats, bouncing around. I think they're just so awesome. Like, I want a goat. Actually, I should get a goat. Then I wouldn't have to mow my lawn, maybe? They eat grass, right? But just how they're bouncing around. So much attitude. And he like skids around the corner. Oh god. I don't understand it, but it's amazing. I love parkour also, and goats like climbing on things. So I don't know. It's just too cool. Um, Not a serious one. Actually, there is one I kind of wanted to show. Let me see if I can find it actually. More serious. It's in my heart to show it. If I can find it again. Crap. This. What screws us up most in life is the picture in our head of how it is supposed to be. I saw that this morning when I'm picking them out, and it's poignant to me right now how it's supposed to be. I'll let you think on that, but goats, good business. All right, back to work. Guess I'm sitting taller since I have a pillow under my butt. So where was I? I'm creating an app. This is basically my third hour working on it. New to Ruby on Rails. I'm going to make a League of Legends School Champions website. I need to recap just for my own sake too. So this is like the order I was doing. These are the processes I'm going to go through. Actually, first, here you sign up, you identify your league account, you specify what school you go to, you rank who's best, and it shows what school is best. And you can also see people who you could play with potentially in contact. The process for completing this maybe is figuring out how to pull that. What skill level are you at in League? So you have to get the division and tier, and you figure out the MMR, and then you have a number that says, hey, I'm about here. And then I'm going to install the Ruby on Rails app. I did this. I figured out how to pull the summoner ID, summoner name, and then summoner ID, and then I installed the Ruby on Rails app. Get going. I don't know what that means. I guess it meant reinstall it and get it going. So I looked through that too, and then I researched logins. Device, I saw Ruby Toolbox, and I also did Rails screencasts, and I'm finding issues in the versions. But get installed, possibly devise user add summoner. Okay, so I'm still on this stage, but what's next? Once I get the login kind of going, add summoner, have the user be able to add summoner and their school, maybe a list of possibilities. That probably won't happen for now. Number of people. Oh, the number of people at that school. I don't know that's necessary. A page to show all users from a school. And like the rankings, of course. Show users and rankings. Let's be more explicit. Then school matchup, so you can compare the schools against each other. Once I have that, I'm going to host a Ruby app on Heroku. Somehow verify league ID. I don't know that I need to make a like a SQL diagram because it seems like it's ORM stuff. I guess I'll still need to. So basically, actually I'll do it real quick right here. So there's a user, and then there's that user has what? Wait, didn't I put all this in here? Yeah. I'm gonna move this over. I don't need this anymore. So user has a school, one school. A user has a league account, email. School, email. What else would you want to put? Name, school ID, school. If I were doing this properly, I'd do school ID. But actually, I'm gonna just do a string for school. And it's like, you type it in. If you type in without a parenthesis there and they do, then you're not in the same school. I think. Yeah. Uh, that seems kind of important. Because, okay, real quick, if we go down the route where... Am I showing the right stuff? It looks like it. Streaming, am I live? Yes. I have one viewer. Hey, cool, thanks viewer. Actually, I'm gonna go to the watch page in case they're talking to me. Diagram, because... Yeah, so say something in chat if you want to talk. I guess that's me viewing myself. I don't know. So, I'm going in to use this application. I know what school I went to, A&M. So, do I verify that you have to be current, you have to have a school email address, so you currently are going to that school? Because that's how Facebook did it. It was by your email address. If you could respond to an email from Neo or from your school's email, then you went there. Let me move these up here. I feel like they're more appropriate up here. This is like school, actively in school. I'm gonna maybe start with anyone. But ignoring that, say it's anyone. You log into the thing, you somehow find a place where you're supposed to input your school. If it's a string, you could literally type it a million different ways. It's not a string. If it's a predefined list, then I would have to add them all, or I would have to have a place where they could submit one or request one. Or I could have a drop down of all the possibilities. I would really like to have schools have their own table so that if they're unique, it's generated. I feel like you should have it drop down. I'm trying to think, have I seen any other applications where there's a similar functionality? What am I missing here? Well, I'm gonna think on that. That'll probably be a bit of thinking, and I don't want to just sit here for right now. Oh! Hey, my favorite viewer. Yeah, so if you have an idea on what should be displayed for your school when you're selecting it or typing it in, let me know. My first live viewer. All right, so there's user, there's potentially school, which has ID, school, name. That's all I really need for school. Is there anything else? Summoner ID. And then I feel like I could make a summoner ID, which would be this. And then I have an alarm going off right now. One sec. Okay. Any one of those things, the stool things where you just, they wobble and move, make you sit up straight. I'll sit on the end here. I could have summer ID. Their tier, I don't know which one is which, but division, tier division, MMR will be calculated from those two. What other information do I pull from here, actually? Division, tier, leak points. I think this is worth splitting up. I could throw it all into here. I don't think that'd be the correct way to do it. So let's do it the correct way. Player name. I definitely need that. Should I just record all of this? No, don't care. Is fresh blood? Wins. Wins is gives you an idea. Like, if you've played 600 and you're still in that division, you're probably going to be there for a while. School. I think this is the right way to go, but anyway. So after the login stuff, we add the school somehow. Then we show all the users from that school by their ranking. And then compare the schools. Then I host it on Heroku, and I'm done. If I am like, man, that was too easy, which I don't think will happen, I should somehow verify their league ID. So right now they can just type in Skara, and suddenly Skara didn't go to A&M, my school. He went to TU. TU. So can't let that happen, so that would be cool. Think about school SQL design. How do I want them to select it? Do I want anything else? School name. Of course, I'll take the create date and whatnot. See, now I'm using underscore. Like, can at least be consistent. Actively in school or anyone. I think anyone that's gone to the school. So, sweet beans. Now let's get to actual programming. See, if I were an amazing programmer, if I laid this out detailed, it'd be like, and then I'd be done. Sadly, I don't know it that well. I'm learning a lot. So, let's do what we can. Research logins, get installed, possibly devise. I asked about it. I talked to some homies. They said, my homie said that I should probably start with this to get a grasp of authentication, which I fully agree with. However, this is from 2012. I wonder what Ruby version. I don't know, but doesn't work. Like, straight up, this does not work. So, this is actually my first real challenge. Like, because I have no idea. I'm trying to follow this tutorial, but it doesn't work. What should I do about it? Well, I was thinking I could go back and use an older Ruby version. Whatever version he's using. That don't seem right. I'm gonna ask my homies what they might think. Actually, do I have to log in again? Join. Let's see if I'm authenticated already. Need to be identified. So I'm now identified. So there. Actually, I'm gonna show y'all real quick what I just did. So to identify yourself, you do message nickserv identify, then your username that you had set up, you have to register. I'm not going to show you that right now, but once you register, you put in your name and then you put in the password for it, and bam. before I ask them, I'm going to see what I can do. Give it a few minutes. There's a thing where if you spend too much time on a problem, it's just bad. Go into a black hole. I feel like 15 minutes at least. I've spent hours, I've spent days on problems. I don't suggest it, and I'm under a time crunch, and there's resources, so don't do that. I don't think there's ever really a reason to wait that long to ask. Because sometimes they can answer it in 2 minutes, and you're like, well. Okay, so what was I doing? I am trying to... Wait, it's running? I thought... Oh, yeah, it's running, but it doesn't work. So this works fine. What? Oh, I did users before. And I did modify... Wait. I don't know where I'm saving this. I assume the desktop. Do I have another... Alright, I'll leave this open just for that. My streaming... Look at my route. Where's my route? Close that, close that, close that. For real. I remember it added a route. Sometimes just an example is the best thing. I feel like these are examples, but I need a full. Config. In here. That's new to me. Why would they put routes inside of config? I thought it wasn't based on config. Not what I would think. So resources users, so it knows somehow auto creates user. What is this? This is research. I'm gonna ignore this for now. No. No route matches get/user. What if I put in blah blah blah? Does that come up? but it does have users. So now it's working? What? The action index cannot be found. Maybe I did it before I fell asleep. Or maybe I did my sleep. Users controller. I did this, I remember, but I didn't think it fixed it. Programs. Alright. Index. No index. Could be found. Do they ever make an index? No, they do not. How far am I through the video? I'm not very far. Let's see what comes up. Why do I have to create one? I figured it would be like automatically generated. Config routes.rb. Yeah, why wouldn't it by default find that? Unless I'm breaking it in that other section. Devise, so .9. We're on 4 now. Can't blame it for not working, but Am I getting any other error? Is that just not supposed to work right now? Model has secure password, validates uniqueness of email. No method error. So it's telling me, let's actually think about this from the code stance. I can quickly Google it, but can I make sense of this? Basically, it's looking for this method, and it's not finding it. Where should this method be coming from? I honestly don't know. Maybe it moved since the versions. I wouldn't know where to look. So I'm gonna Google it. Oh, I have to do it myself? Test. That's testing. I don't want shoulda. Two 2009. Real quick, just do that and see what happens. I guess I have to restart it, I don't know. Hey, that's something. Sign up. Why would I have a sign up button on the sign up page? So this is a lot of debugging information that I find interesting. What's the problem? Active model forbidden attributes error in user's controller create. Forbidden attributes. Okay, so it's even highlighting what the error, where it's at. So user dot new params user parameters. So what are the parameters that it's sending? Authenticity, the user. Actually, okay, so this is like an object. It's a user object. That's the key. The value is key value pairs. So it's email, that's correct. Password, filtered, password confirmation, filtered, commit. So that's goes to here. Okay. Active model forbidden attributes error. Not require. So what am I defining here? Is this a function? I'm calling a function and I'm returning this? Is that what's going on? Do I need to restart? I'm just gonna refresh. So because it's not compiled, I guess I don't need to refresh because it actually gets ran every time. Undefined local variable or method root URL. Okay, so I'm redirecting to root URL. Why don't I have that signed up? How do I let me just see what the routes are here. But okay, gosh. Is there a source code for this? Yeah, I'm just gonna use the source code. So I'm compare. Log before and after. I'll do before. Open it here. Why is my folder but my desktop be? Where'd it go? So half before. 1 second. Friends messaging. Why did it not send? Whatever. I need there. Routes. Route 2. So there's a lot going on here that I don't see actually a bit. Articles. Let's see what after looks like. So they're users. Create, I don't see an index. They've had articles. I'd like to note that I'm making this from scratch, which I think increases the challenge. Views. I'm just gonna make do I want a schools? I'll make an index for users. Figure that out just for now. Users. New. Index show. Ideally, I guess it would show all the users. What do I have in the database so far? Email, ID, created at. Cool. Dot. Created at. At? Seems weird. So they have articles. And this is, okay. So that's the controller. So I need to go to the controller of users. I'm gonna put it up at the top. I should really seed it with some data. And I have the view, I have that. The model, do I need something in the model article? Has many comments. All right. The other thing was the route. Route 2 I added. Route 2. That route. Wait, 2? Like, I guess that. Okay. So let's see what happens now. Index user.name. I don't have a name. Course. Why did I put that? User dot. I'll add a name later. Password. Let's do ID again. So I signed up twice now. Because I didn't force. Damn it. That if I do this, browse data, refresh, where's refresh? I don't even have a password on this time. Delete this guy. What if I'm gonna just try this because I'm crazy. Wait. Where do I find email? Migration, that's what it. DB, where's DB? I guess this is all part of the project, but it's just not inside of app. Migration. Journal. So the question is, how do I add a name to it and add a new migration? I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, bye. I'm gonna rewind in this a little bit.
So let's give this a try. Reloading this page here shows us the sign up link. Click.
First of all, do I have a sign up link? Yes. What? Why would it remember that? Caching? That's a little annoying. I do have that, at least. I want to add a name. That's what I want to do. And actually, I might as well add the other things too in the while I'm at it.
Of this page here. So this means we'll need to generate some kind of user model and controller to handle the sign up process. I'm going to use the resource generator to do this of this page here in this episode. Database to create that user's table of this page, but sometime on the of this in this episode. So you can see that generated the user model.
I need to back this up real quick because I'm about to do something. Open containing folder. Don't know the proper way to do it. This is how I'm going to do it. I need to make a Git repo, to be honest. It's another thing I have to do. Another day. That's backed up. Now I'm gonna try some questionable shizzle. What happens? Like, I want to add stuff.
And
Do I just create another migration? Should I do it by hand? Sorry. So this is what I want to do. I want to generate a migration. If the migration name is in the form of add or remove and is followed by a list of column names and types, then a migration containing that will be created. I wish, oh, part number, string. And it creates so this command will create this. Beautiful. If you'd like to add an index on the new column, you can do that as well. Index. Is it only one? Thank you. Number. Details. Generates that. So the name of the migration is very important, it seems like. As you see fit. Model generator. That's what I don't know. Is do I want to update? Do I want to update the model? Do I just want to create the migration? Generate. I bet that's answered in here. My viewer is texting me. Um. I have it in backwards. Good job. Okay. This is what I'm reading then. The model, I'm surprised it doesn't have anything in here. Like, I feel like I should have that in there. If I go to migrate, yeah, it has it in here. Create table. Class. I'm gonna try this to see what happens. I have it saved, I think, for the most part, maybe. So, I'll close it. Name, string, and you just put a space. Summoner. So they're using underscore here. And they use camel case here. It's interesting. Summoner ID, string, so they can't get my stream for some reason. So I'm wondering if they blocked it with their ad or summoner ID. And I need a better organization. Name, summoner ID, school, add, details to users, summoner ID, school, summoner name. Summoner name. And I'll figure out the summoner ID and put it in there. Damn it. Generate. What's it gonna do? Drum roll. Created. Invoked this. Created that. So migrate. I have a new migration. Add column users name, summoner name, school. School ID. So user belongs to school, right? I'll worry about that later. I have a
Seems
view
like
actively in school or anyone. I think anyone that's gone to the school. So. Wait, is my stream not streaming again? Actively in school or anyone. I think anyone that's gone to the school. So. My stream is acting up again. So. Actively in school or anyone. I think anyone that's gone to the school. So. Why is the... Alright, well, public view is messed up. I'm restarting the stream. Part 4. I'm not going to have a GIF or anything, because it should be working. Alright, be right back.